The world will never be the same. Avengers EndGame is shattering records across the globe.
Part of the journey is the end.
Be a part of cinematic history.
Avengers!
Assemble.
Avengers EndGame, now playing.
What is good, YouTube? Warstu here with another video on Marvel Phase 4. So if you are new to the channel, we are giving away a Hasbro Marvel Legends Infinity Gauntlet. The last day to enter is today, so all you got to do is subscribe to the channel. Let me know down below what is your most anticipated movie in Phase 4. So we have a bunch of stories to go over in this video. So we're going to go over some Shang-Chi leaks. We're also going to go over the potential that Chris Hemsworth basically officially confirmed Thor 4, and also The Dark Avengers is coming. So let's get into the video. So if you remember a while ago, it was said that Chris Hemsworth signed with Marvel for 5 movies in 2010, then renegotiated in 2017 for Infinity War and EndGame, putting himself in the $15 to $20 million range for the next phase of movies, which, let's be honest guys, it is pretty cheap for him. At the moment, he's just got his new Men in Black movie just about to come out. So it's literally there. And the way the EndGame finished made you believe that he was going to be part of Guardians of the Galaxy or Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3, which, yes, is put in straight from the comic book. So he said something recently when speaking to Variety, which is one of the few respectable publications you could say. Hemsworth does not actually officially confirm a return to the MCU, but he says he wants to. I'd still love to do more, to be honest, Hemsworth says. I don't know what the plan is. Dude, you clearly do, but you're not allowed to say anything. I do not believe he doesn't know what the plan is. If Loki knows, if Tom Hiddleston Loki knows what he's doing, Thor, Chris Hemsworth knows what he's doing, but obviously nothing is going to be said until San Diego Comic-Con in July in Hall H on Saturday. And then he went on to say this: I feel like we've opened up such a different character. I feel more energized for the possibility of where it could go. But I use that in other places and other characters if it is the end. No, that's not going to happen. And also, Taika Waititi and Chris Hemsworth basically said they definitely would do Thor 4 if they were asked. So this is Chris Hemsworth literally confirming another Thor movie. And the way they left Guardians of the Galaxy in EndGame, yeah, okay, it doesn't mean that they will pick up after EndGame, because some people have theorized on Reddit that Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3 is going to pick up before Infinity War, which will literally make no sense. So if it picks up after EndGame and Thor is no longer there, it literally makes no sense. So I feel like Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3 will be the most pinnacle movie in Phase 4 for the cosmic side, because it's going to properly introduce Beta Ray Bill. Yes, I know there was a Easter egg that he was one of the champions in Thor Ragnarok, but also he was in the first Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 1 movie, because there was an Easter egg in the collector's room for him. So Beta Ray Bill will be introduced, as well as Adam Warlock. Yes, Adam Warlock, the Cocoon, who everyone is fan casting as Zac Efron, which, yeah, I'd fan cast him for literally anything. So they are just 2 people who will be introduced. Then you got Moondragon as well, Lila, Rocket, girlfriend, Celestial, well, no, Sentinel being even. Why was I going to call her Celestial? She's not Celestial, she's a Sentinel being. She's essentially a rocket just like he is. So that movie is going to be so pinnacle. So we know that James Gunn will be directing that after Suicide Squad Volume 2. They start shooting that in 2020, most likely to come out in 2021. So that is cool. It's literally confirmed that a bunch of new characters will be appearing in that movie. But there is so much freaking potential for Thor 4. They've literally reinvented the character to the point where we need a story. He's got one of the biggest fan bases. And guys, I'm going to admit something for the first time on this channel. He is technically the strongest Avenger. Technically, he is the strongest Avenger. Although I'd argue that Scarlet Witch is up there. But let me know down below, guys. top 10 strongest Avengers. I'm going to do a video about that in a few weeks of why I think who is the strongest Avenger. It's really hard because you've got to look at the power levels from Captain Marvel to Scarlet Witch to Thor to how they combated Thanos. So that movie is literally confirmed, and also recently, okay, not recently, it was a while ago now, but if you do look over the plot leaks and the kind of the potential Reddit plot leaks, it says the following. As Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3 will set the cosmic category, and there are plans to introduce Beta Ray Bill, who has already been introduced, like I said, but not formally, and the High Evolutionary, who we said, Mark Hamill, is rumoredly going to play that character. He was recently asked that question in an interview, and it actually turns out that James Gunn lives around the corner for him, so they're going to meet for tea to potentially talk about something. And it says it will be introduced in that film, Galactus, who will be the main cosmic villain. Now, I don't think this is true, guys. Wait, no, he's gonna be the main villain of Phase 5 in 5 years' time, which is cool. Who will be the main cosmic villain? Obviously, Galactus. Norman Osborn is gonna form the Dark Avengers or the Sinister Six. So we recently made a video about this, about how there is a plot leak out there which essentially says the Sinister Six, Norman Osborn, the Oscorp building, is going to take over the Avengers Tower, and that is going to set up. So this plot leak has a lot of validity because I've been talking to people behind the scenes and they are literally saying the same thing to me. Norman Osborn is in it. Obviously, I can't go on record to say who it is, but I've spoken to a bunch of people, and if Norman Osborn does not get a little hint, Easter egg, or something hinting that he's coming by the end of Spider-Man Far From Home, I will be very, very shocked. So I made a video, I think it was about a week ago now, about Shang-Chi, about how Kevin Feige, my boy Kevin Feige, who The Rock is interested enough going to be meeting up with him for a meeting soon, because he's potentially going to be playing a character, but that's a different story. So Shang-Chi is reportedly going to be filming this year. So he answered the question about the Mandarin, and everyone seems to think the Mandarin is going to be the villain of the Shang-Chi movie, because obviously the villain of Shang-Chi, Marvel does not own the rights, so they're going to retcon it, his father, and his father will essentially become the Mandarin, the 10 rings, and all that kind of good stuff. So if you don't follow this person, I suggest you follow him on Twitter. Very insightful person. Charles Murphy from that hashtag show. He's got a podcast called Murphy Laws Podcast, and he said this. This is 100% for sure evidence seen with my own two eyes. Shang-Chi is now casting. Shang-Chi will film in Australia for 2019. So this is awesome. Why? Because we've already got the Black Widow movie currently shooting. Rumoredly, Eternals movie will start shooting in September. So that is potentially 3 movies shooting this year, which could come out next year. But why this is cool is because there is casting. There is some casting notices. There's some leak. There is another leak. I know you guys say these leaks are not a fake, but seriously, guys, there is a leak. Casting call. So obviously, if you've never worked in Hollywood or if you've never been an actor, essentially, you read a casting call, your agent, your manager, and if you fit the job, you apply for it, you go for your interview. In this case, it's an audition. And as long as you meet the description of what they're looking for, there is definitely roles. So these roles are definitely out there. So they are casting 2 people, one of who we think is going to be Shang-Chi's father, the Mandarin. Now, I'm not going to bore you with all the comic book stuff because everyone knows who the Mandarin is. No, we're not on about the fake one in Iron Man 3. So it's worded like this. Marvel is looking to cast an Asian male between 40 to 60 years old to play a wise old statesman who is the leader of his people. So we here at the Warstu channel, the Warstu collective, so to speak, the Warheads Army, we actually think this is going to be the Mandarin, and they're going to retcon Shang-Chi's actual father from the comics because they don't own the legal rights to that character. So that is who we think this is on about. Cool? Yeah, cool. Okay, let me know down below if you disagree. And also, they are going to be cast in an Asian actress in her 30s or 40s to play one of the leader's most skilled warriors. Now, obviously, that's not the cast for the main star, because obviously Shang-Chi is a male. So obviously this has got to be his sister, maybe? I don't know too much about that. I've not read too many comic books about Shang-Chi. We here on the Warstu channel, we're transparent and honest. Yeah, I've not read every single comic book to do with this character, but he is a badass martial artist. So I think this is going to be a cool movie. It is cool because you know they're going to start shooting soon, because they don't generally start advertising for roles until very, very soon until they start shooting. So the fact that it's a report they're going to be shooting in Australia, which is cool. It's really cool when they take movies to other countries. Like Aquaman, etc. went out of America. They went to Australia, I believe. So that's pretty cool. I really like it when they film in other locations other than like the main one in America, because that is so damn boring. So that is pretty cool. So that is 3 movies that is already officially confirmed to be making. Now, because Kevin Feige did confirm the Mandarin and the 10 rings on the Ask Me Almost Anything, he literally said yes. Now, Kevin Feige would not say yes unless there was plans for him. So the real version of the major Iron Man character, the Mandarin, essentially I think he's going to be the villain of this movie. And yes, you've probably seen loads of articles about Iron Man versus the Mandarin. No, I do not think Iron Man is going to be the person going up against the Mandarin. Maybe in some kind of future, but not at the moment. So that is pretty cool. The Dark Avengers is one of the most promising properties that we have coming up in the MCU, because it can utilize so many different characters if they utilize it properly. But obviously, due to the Dark Avengers being linked to Spider-Man, and if they're gonna go down the Norman Osborn route to control them, etc., then it's going to be very interesting how they actually cycle that era of urban level street villains rather than the cosmic, because we know with the cosmic we're getting Adam Warlock, we're getting Beta Ray Bill, we're getting the new Thor, etc. So it's going to be very, very fascinating how the future rolls out. So at the moment, we know we are getting Spider-Man Far From Home as the epilogue for the end of Phase 3. Then we have the Eternals, Black Widow, Master of Kung Fu, Shang-Chi, Captain Marvel 2, Doctor Strange, Black Panther 2, as Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3 or Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3, and at some point an Avengers new movie. The new Avengers now, a lot of people seem to think Avengers 5 isn't going to happen. I got a lot of comments saying, yo, Warstu, the Avengers are over because it's called Avengers Endgame. No, bro. No. Seriously. They're not going to. That is the most profitable market that Marvel has. I mean, just look how much EndGame made. Look how much Avengers 3 made. Well over 2 billion, both of them. Don't quote me. I don't know the numbers off our hand for Infinity War, but I'm pretty sure it broke 2 billion. So guys, like always, let me know down below, what is your thoughts about what I've said about the Thor 4 being confirmed? Shang-Chi, 2 new characters that are going to be cast. I obviously think it's going to be the Mandarin, who is going to play Shang-Chi's father, and his sister, obviously. And also, let me know what you think about the Dark Avengers. I am really looking forward to Norman Osborn turning up in the MCU. Don't worry, it's not going to be the same one that we had before, hopefully. So like always, guys, please like, subscribe, and comment. Remember, this is going to be the last opportunity you have to enter the competition. And at 100,000 subscriber mark, we will be giving away a PS4 Pro and Xbox One X or PS5 or the new Xbox. If we ever reach that mark on this channel, we will give that away. But remember, guys, the competitions on this channel are real. Anyway, guys, I will catch you in another video very soon. Catch you later.